keep movable and working to the rest of your life until 100 and something years old, and you keep working and keeping a mental state because you cannot move.
Mm-hmm. Hi, everyone. Shaelene McInnis here with a very special guest who I have met recently and immediately liked. As you know, we're working with the Ontario Wellness Network digital magazine. It's been really important that I've been focusing on wellness in many, many, many different categories: financial, for example, spiritual, mental health, and also for physical wellness. And this is why I'm happy to feature Orlando as one of podcast guests under Ontario Wellness Network and Books in Line. We will make sure to include all of his contact information. When you want to speak with him, you'll have every way to contact him. And also you can contact us at Books in Line, and we will absolutely make sure that you connect with Orlando. So I'm just going to read a bit of a bio, and then I'm going to ask Orlando to tell us about what he does and what makes him special and different. So Orlando is Canadian, Colombian fitness expert and filmmaker. We'll go into that. I'm excited about that. Who holds a degree in sports science from the Technological University of Pereira, Colombia, and boasts over 10 years of experience in the fitness and film industry. He's the designer and creator of the Fitness Blueprint System. It's a combination of holistic and athletic approaches that can be customized to his clients' needs. Orlando is also a member of the Director Guild of Canada and has a few films under his belt. So I'm excited to talk about that because I'm a movie freak, for anyone who doesn't know me. But we'll start with the sports fitness that you do. Can you tell us more about what you do, Orlando, for your clients?
So and we do I'm a fitness CPTM certified trainer, and I have a whole degree in sports sciences, as you mentioned. Over experience over the years, we concluded always. Our logo of our motto was where body, mind, and soul come together. And finally, we evolved from just a physical fitness to a holistic, where we connect the mind and express to the body. Basically, what we do with our training system, the Fitness Blueprint, is create, help our clients, assist them to create a relationship with their mind and their body, because that's what the problem is. We have to connect both aspects of that. Mm-hmm. A variety of techniques from that. So from the physical, because we are surrounded, our brain and our body, our fascia is connected through our whole body. So our brain is really connected to the outside world. So it's very important to create that relationship with your body, because it's the basal for our soul, and we need to relate, and then we habitate in this planet. So it's important to create the relationship that will have a lot of benefits, as people know, increasing endorphins with that. So the stuff that we do physically and mentally will help our clients, or generally help our clients, to create that connection.
Okay, I think that's excellent, because I can tell you, I know for sure in my story and so many other people, just focusing on the physical, or just focusing. I love the idea of what you're saying is, you're working to get them together, and the holistic approach. I'm very interested in that. So say I came to you and I was going to hire you to help me. Could you give me some examples of what you would do, or what you would ask me, or what you would suggest?
First and foremost is we'll have a quick question about how you feel to know if you. We will have to be very. We will manage an inclusive language. Obviously, we will be respectful. Some people, for example, is going to have somebody who happens to be a few pounds heavier. I wouldn't do tape measurements and stuff like that. I will let them choose which parameters work for them to do the body measures, because we are self-conscious about our weight. So to create an image, they have to find something that resonates with them.
I love it. Yeah.
That we have to obviously know medical conditions, that kind of stuff, because that would allow us to develop or apply the right techniques for every person, right? So I work with kettlebells, I work with mobility, I work with depends. Every person has a different need. So we start with okay, what do you want? Where are you going to go? Now, what guarantee us that you're going to have a success on your training? So we have to create that connection with our first session, right? So we're gonna try to have
Yes.
a session. We're gonna customize if they're at home, if we're working with them in
Right.
the office. What do they have
Yes.
that will get? What will guarantee that we're gonna have a second session, and we are not going to kill them, because generally people go
Yeah,
first
because
trying the first session, and then
then
for the second session they will go. So we're just gonna try to target that. But generally, I cover mobility first. I do like a mobility workout. I teach them how to where their joints are in terms of mobility. And from there,
yes.
start building and give them like a general exercise they can do at home safely on their own. Give them some videos and stuff like that.
I really like what you just said when you were speaking about you're asking them what they're comfortable with. That's very empowering. And I know as a woman, it's nice instead of being told what to do, you're saying, let's make these decisions together. What are you comfortable with? I think that's excellent. I think it's very empowering. And I don't even know if I've ever heard anyone in your industry say that. So that's quite awesome, actually. I think that's amazing because then the person's being given the power over their own body and a say in whatever that's going to happen. And I just think that that's going to make them connect that much faster and want to stay with what you're setting up for them, the plan, because they're part of the decision maker.
Absolutely.
I think that's absolutely excellent. So is the work that you're doing with your clients, is it in their house? Is it at a gym? Is it online? Do you offer different
I
kinds of?
do online training. Uh,
Yes,
I do online training. I do also like home training, and also
yes,
rent a studio, so we can just do all that stuff. So I do home, studio, and if there is a chance, we'll do it outside. Depends of the client's needs. Some people don't want to be in their home; they want to be in a different space. So
right.
it depends what the person we offer, what people is comfortable doing online training.
Yes,
So a little bit more challenging, but generally I like to know them first. Okay, I can push this. For example, this morning I have a client that I've been working for like 6, 7 years, and he's doing like 45, 35 pounds, like kettlebell swings up, snatches with a kettlebell. But it took time to teach them. Okay, control your muscle here. It takes 5 years, sometimes more. He's much better fit than I am. So I'm fit, but I have injuries and stuff like that. But he can get there. Like he was like, I'm surprised. He was doing like a 45-pound deadlift with a kettlebell. He's great, strengthening his back. So we took time together because it takes confidence, take the
right.
to feel their muscles, their body, how to lift. And sometimes it's this fitness for life. The idea is keep
Yes,
that bone density, keep that we're gonna have issues all of us with bone density. So keep movable and working to the rest of your life until 100 and something years old, and you keep working and keeping a mental state, because you cannot move.
fantastic. Hmm.
What's the part? You're gonna have depression. You're not gonna be able to breathe
Hmm.
independent, and that's gonna have an effect on your mental health. So mental health is a very important component of the training that we do.
I completely agree. And I really am happy to hear that you offer this in so many different ways because I know with COVID, I'm thinking I find now that a lot of people aren't comfortable necessarily leaving their homes as much as they were. I think, after those few years of being, you know, in lockdown or trying to make sure that the people around you remain healthy, I find some people want to go out desperately and definitely want to go out and see people to take, for example, training with you. Some people want to do it from home, and others may have mobility issues where they would need someone like you to come in to see them. And other people like online, and some people like in person. So that's great that you're adapting that to your clients. I think that that's amazing. Um, I'm going to take a little jump over to let's talk about this interesting film in the background.
Clash is it's during my whole life I had a lot of mental issues since I was a kid, so family history and all that. But
Mhm.
for another film. So I was trying to find myself, who I was. It was took me a little bit longer in life to do that. The more you find your purpose, your dharma, you can do much better, and things flow much better. Until I
Yes,
found that film, directing films is my expression. So Clash
beautiful.
is basically just happened. So what I wanted to do films. I worked with somebody else for a few years, and then came to Clash. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna sit and I have to demonstrate it myself. I'm gonna take the risk because nobody's gonna take it for you. And
Yes,
and Clash was like that pinnacle. Okay, I have to direct because nobody's gonna pay for it. I have to do it myself. So
Mhm.
I made this with love. I know a few people like director Deepa Mehta, who and maybe Hamilton from Hamilton Mehta Productions to help us with the film a lot, and all the fabulous actors that basically were compensated. They did it for love, but I put a lot of money into the cameras and all that. So it started like a small story. I just wanted to do 2 scenes and evolve to feats of fighting, and we use everything we have for this project. Nobody believed in the project, and we got a lot of festival selections and a lot of some accolades, some awards, like 3 awards for the film, and we got a lot of film selections and stuff in the like kind of middle. It is about just 2 brothers, revenge. Revenge doesn't make sense, and then when I finish the film, nobody believed in the film. I have to do everything myself. I have to learn how to color. I have to go to edit and all that stuff, do it myself. So it's everything you see right there is everything that I have to do to learn. So I did it many hours and helped with Galindo Arteaga and many other people who spent hours doing sound, doing Foley, and that's the result of that. All these people put their love into this film. And really, when I finished, the last part was like the introduction. I have to do that part. I didn't know how to edit it or to do it. I cried for 20 minutes because nobody, and it was a relief, and it was because there was nobody believed
Yeah.
in what I was doing. So
Yeah.
when I did that sequence, that helped really helped me to improve my mental health, improve like a
Yeah.
sobriety. I resolve this dynamic tension entre my mind and my body because I have all this sadness. And
Right.
when I completed the film, it really
Yes.
cured me and allowed
Yes.
me to see things in a different way, regardless of what the film ends or what it is that we do. So
I love to hear that. I love to hear someone who's resilient, and when they did not get a lot of support, and yet they did it anyway on their own. I see a lot of people who have their own businesses, myself included. A lot of our clients have their own businesses. They're self-employed, and they've said the same thing that, you know, a lot of them didn't get the support that they wish they got, and meanwhile they turned out to do very successful. Look at, you've got a film. I think that's absolutely amazing. Just for the audience to know, I'm going to see if I can share this film with my audience. I'll talk to Orlando, and if I could legally do it, trust me, I'll share it with absolutely everyone I know, because I would
it's out
love
there
to.
for to watch. Right?
Wonderful.
Please share it to the world as a gift. It's a mental health
Yes, I
gift.
will. You
It's
bet you. Yes, I will. I'll share it across the board, and I'm going to ask others that I know to share it as well. So that's wonderful. I will watch it myself, and so I'm going to again include all of the contact information for Orlando. He's doing some fantastic work with physical wellness, and he just talked about mental health as well, with achieving the goal pretty well on his own. I'm sure you had some support, but you probably had a lot of naysayers. So it's nice to see that you did this. I love when I hear a success story like that. So if someone was to get hold of you for your physical fitness business, what's the easiest way for them to get a hold of you, Orlando?
You can email me at jugfitness1@gmail.com, or you can also do me on Instagram. We are in Jug Fitness
Yep,
at Jug
Jog Fitness. Yeah.
and Jug Fitness One, also on Instagram. So I have 2 Jug Fitnesses, and yeah, you
Okay.
can. We're on Facebook. We're everywhere. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, that sounds fantastic. I'm going to make sure to share the information as well. If anyone, no matter who you are, Jog Fitness One, again, jogfitness1@gmail.com. No matter who you are, if you are a younger person, an older person, a heavier person, someone with mobility issues, anything at all like that, this is a very good person to speak with. You'd be making a plan along with this person to help you become the best person that you can be, and to feel good too. And we all know that if we're even exercising or walking, I walk constantly. If we're doing that, how good we can feel about it, and how it lifts our spirits. And I think after COVID, especially, we all need to do something to lift ourselves up, and to be better and to feel better. We all deserve it. We all deserve a happy life. Orlando, thank you so much for taking the time to do this with me. I'm very grateful, and thank you for allowing me to share your movie too, because I am now going to make sure that everyone sees that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.